very, anyway. Hey, honey, I'm making a video. I'm glad you're home. That was my husband. Sorry, guys. I think he always comes home right when I'm making a video, doesn't he? Every video, I think I yell, I'm making a video. Glad you're home. If you guys are ever interested, I did a video in the spring because my backyard went insane. It's the most beautiful I've been in a long time. And I did a video showing my garden. My whole backyard's a garden. And let me know if you guys are interested. I'll videotape it again. Maybe I'll walk around my yard. I don't know how good I'll be at doing that. I see people walk around with their cameras and I'm like, how do they stay still enough for it to look right? I don't know. I'd have to experiment a little bit and see if I could do that justice or not. Or maybe work off a tripod. Because that's what I have right now. I have my phone on a tripod. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe nobody's even interested in my damn garden. They're like, Angela, we don't care about gardening. We don't care about planting. I don't know. But I love both. I love gardening, planting, and art. So, and I've noticed a lot of artists also love gardening and planting and all of that. So right now I got vegetable gardening going. I'm going to be doing cuttings and planting those all over my yard. So you can get like basically free fruit trees if you already have some fruit trees in your yard. Or you can go to a neighbor's house, get some cuttings, and then put those right into the ground. I'd put a little, if you have compost, put that first, or put some good soil and then put it in there. Keep it moist, and you can have free trees. Okay, so this is looking fabulous. Very cool. Love it. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now we're gonna, this is the flat, remember? We need to do the front of this. We need to decorate the front, so let's do that. Your flap, because it needs to be able to fold in, right? And then this whole thing folds. Cut this flap just a little bit shorter so that it doesn't get into the center where you have to fold it at and interrupt with that. So I cut mine, I always cut mine just a little bit off, like 1/8 of an inch. So, look at this beautiful jelly print. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, what if we do that? Okay. I'm going to use a really big piece. Seems like I always make all these smaller pieces, but I'm going to use a big piece. Did my thing just go off? Okay. Woo! I thought my camera just turned off. I was about to be very perturbed. You know what I love is I love the feeling of this paper when you put all the acrylic paint on it from jelly printing on it. It makes it it gives you like a really thick, rich piece of paper. It just feels like, oh, I love it. It almost feels kind of leathery. It adds a whole nother dimension to the paper. I like it. I made my jelly plate. You can just Google jelly plates and they sell them everywhere. I haven't seen them in the craft stores, but Penny from Penley-Ann's Creations, hey Penny, she said that they sell them, and I said I would share it on my video. She said they sell them at Hobby Lobby. So they sell them at her Hobby Lobby. I haven't seen those at my Hobby Lobby, so I'll have to take a look. Penny, were those, Penny, she watches my videos usually. Was that something new that you saw at Hobby Lobby that wasn't there before? Or have you been seeing the jelly plates at your Hobby Lobby? I'm just curious, because I haven't seen them at mine. So check your Hobby Lobby out if you want a jelly plate, if you don't want to make it. If you want to make a jelly plate, you can look up the Frugal Crafter jelly plate. That's all you need to search, put the search in for. The Frugal Crafter will come up, and she has 2 different recipes. She has a recipe where she uses the clear gelatin and glycerin, and then she has one she uses the clear gelatin, glycerin, and alcohol. The glycerin and alcohol are natural preservatives. I don't use the alcohol in mine. I just use the glycerin. And I've had mine for like 6 or 7 years. It cost me $15 to make. I basically made 2 of them, and they're this big. I make them in a cake pan about this big. And I have 2 of them. I bought 2. So basically I bought 2 for $15. So really good deal. If you're interested in making it. So there's some options if you want to make your own jelly plate. Because a big one could cost you $30, $40. But if you could buy it at like Michael's or, you know what, also, Michael's or Joann's online may have them too. Because at least in my stores, my Michael's and Joann's don't sell them in the store. And then this way, if you can buy them at Hobby Lobby, you can buy them at Michael's or Joann's, you can use a coupon. Which we all know, when you have to buy that stuff that's 30 or 40 bucks, that's key. Okay. For those of you who, I know I'm kind of all over the place today. For those of you who knit and you watch my videos, my hauls and my knitting videos of different projects I do, Penny from Penley-Ann's Creations, I will link her below. You guys have to go check out Penny. Love her. Hey, Penny girl. She made a video last night saying that Spin Right had a tent sale. Now, I thought that tent sale was only on, I thought that tent sale was only, like, you had to go there, which is in Canada, to go to that tent sale. Oh, no, they had, like, a little online little mini thing where you could go, and they had about 10 different sales, clearances. You can't order online, but you can write down what you want, and then you call in. So I did it this morning. You guys, the deals were insane. Like, you were getting, like, 3 bags of yarn. 3 come in a bag for like $2. And Canada price, and I don't know if you knew this, Penny, but Canada price, I think maybe you even mentioned it, I don't know. Canada prices are cheaper. It's cheaper. Canada, our money is worth more than their money. So if it's $5, it's really only like $3.50. So it's already dirt cheap. Plus then the money exchange, you're even paying less. Yeah, I had to shop. I mean, I kind of went back and forth about it, but I'm like, okay, this is better than Hobby Lobby prices when they're clearancing out in the summer. It was crazy. So, and I got a bunch of yarn too for giveaways, so a bunch of good stuff. So Penny girl, thank you so much. I got a bunch of good stuff this morning. And I want to ask Penny, did you call right at 10 o'clock when they opened? Because they said I was the second person to call this morning to put my order in. And they said, you have one person ahead of you. Can we call you back? And I was thinking, is that Penny? I bet you that's Penny who got there, right? The one person right before me. Anyway. I called at about 10 till 10. And then they finally answered at about 5 till, which here is 8 o'clock in the morning. So I made sure I had the time right, because they're 3 hours ahead of us. And called it 5 minutes to 10, which was 5 minutes to 8 here in Las Vegas. And it was weird. It wasn't like a lot of people were calling in. Penny said, and also, I can't think of her name. She's another person that's really popular on YouTube. I can't think of her name. Bag O'Day Crochet. They even mentioned her name. They go, Bag O'Day has got us she goes, she is promoting the heck out of us, and because of her, it's crazy. So it's going to take maybe a week or two to get you your order. I said, you better be treating Bagel Day good, because that girl, she'll give you some business. She goes, oh, don't worry, we treat her good. We know she's giving us business. We appreciate it too, and we're treating her good. I'm like, okay, good. It was funny. Isn't it funny how we make these videos and all this kind of stuff, and then, like, I don't know, these stores are starting to know who different people are, especially people who can promote them. That's crazy. The power of the internet. This is really cool because this is just ink blots. It's a piece of notebook paper, jelly printed, and then ink blots done with like probably a feather. And then I use those little round like paper towel tube to make the coffee stains, and then drips. So all this will do, I'll definitely do a jelly printing session with these techniques. It's very cool. All right. Let's put this down. There we go. Okay, that's where I think we're going to stop there with that. Let me see what the time situation is. Okay, so we have like 15 more minutes. Let's come in a little closer so you guys can see. Look how these pages have turned out. Doesn't that look cool? I really want to show you guys how I do this. This is another technique I learned from the one girl I was telling you about, and I will leave her link below of her videos. I usually have her name right beside me. Oh, I can't believe I don't have her name right beside me. I usually do. I usually keep the people that, oh, you know what? I will. I'll have her, the lady who taught me the different jelly printing techniques, I will have her linked below. A clickable link. I've been every time I have the clickable links below, she's in my clickable links. So, pretty much all the time. So, God dang, I wish that just makes you, doesn't make you so mad when you can't think of somebody's name. You're just like, ugh. Okay, but look how cool this looks with these jelly prints. Oh my gosh. And then open up this. Obsessed. And that's that other page right there. So cool. We have about 15 more minutes still. So, let's open this up. Put this here. Oh, we need to add some paint on here, some color, to fill in some white spots and just change things a little bit. So I want to use, I think would work really good on these, are Tim Holtz, all his stuff, like these are distressed spray stains. This color is Wild Honey. This is Broken China. Also, I have his distressed paints, Vintage Photo. And I have his inks too. What is this? This is Old Paper. Love it. And this is a distressed spray. And this is tea dye. I love it. And then this color here is Mermaid Lagoon. Ooh, that looks cool. Okay. And I also have the distressed inks. Right here. Or no, distressed inks. Distressed stains. These are really cool too. These are distressed stains. They're very liquidy. So I'm just trying to see if there's one that I really want to use. I might use the Broken China. Distressed stain. I have a Spice Marmalade distressed stain too. So, doesn't Tim Holtz just have the best stuff? Look, he has distressed paints, distressed stains, distressed spray stains. It's insane. Okay. And the reason I was able to get so many, I used to collect a lot of his stuff, but then over the last 2 years, Hobby Lobby's been clearancing in, like starting in January, their craft section. So they've been clearancing out the Tim Holtz, just all his stuff, especially his paints and his distresses for like $1, $1.25. So if I ran into that sale, which I'd always go looking for the sale, I would just clean house because that price is ridiculous. Okay, let's use this mermaid right over here. And I'm just spraying in little areas to kind of where any of that white space is at, or anything I feel like it needs to be color, or where I think color needs to be added. Oh, I love that. And I love my mat, you guys, this glass mat. I got it from HSN. It was only 20 bucks. I even put on Easy Pay, 5 Easy Pays, but I love it. Oh, I like that. That's Lagoon Distress Spray Stain. Let me show you. Let me come out a little bit. Sorry. Right there, I did the Lagoon Distress Spray. How cool that looks. Let's use some broken china right here. And you can also spray lightly with a little bit of water if you want. All of this stuff works with water too, of course. That's kind of their main thing. They start to do little neat things when you use water on them, so. Love. Let's use a little bit. This is Distress Paint, Tim Holtz Distress Paint. I love being able to work out this glass mat and then wipe it right off. That is really cool. What time situation do we have? Okay, we've got about 10 minutes. So let's still a little bit of, this is a little bit of white here on the bottom that we can fill in a little bit, and let's use a little water on that. Cool. And when you add the water, it dissipates out and then adds that little bit, adds that distress on there. So, love that. Okay. Let's make sure we're in focus still. Okay. Just looking at where else I want to add stuff. Like right here. What do we want to add? Let's add some wild honey. This is wild honey distress spray on the top of there. Spray a little water. And then let's let that drip a little bit. Ooh, I like that. Look how cool that looks. And what I should be doing, instead of wiping this off on a paper towel, I should have a book where I'm just wiping that off on a book or a tag, which I'm going to start doing here in a second because that's just wasting paint. Which kind of makes me mad that I'm doing that. Let me see if I have some tags. Yeah, I got some tags here. I'll start wiping out my mess with these with a tag. I have some other stuff. I make tags out of anything, any of these manila envelopes I cut up. All right. Oh, that looks pretty. Don't you just hate that when you waste stuff? You're like, okay, what am I doing? This right here is tea dye. I'm going to spray. I've never used this one. Let's spray that right there. I've used tea dye, his ink pad, but I haven't used it in the sprays. I was looking at his stuff the other day in my room, and I'm like, Angela, why are you not... I'm pulling this up so I can let it drip. I'm like, why are you not using his stuff? You know, you get hooked on, like I use a lot of Jane Davenport, which I will always continue to use a lot of Jane Davenport. I use a lot of Jane Davenport, and you just get hooked on certain products and then you don't use your other products. So I just need to spread myself around when it comes to all the products that I've collected. Let's use some distress marmalade over here. And the main reason I've been able to collect a lot of fun products is because I always, I wait till clearances